Have you guys ever wondered what it's like being a graphic design student in college? Well, I'm going to be explaining that in this video. What the hell is this? Hey guys, what is up? So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another graphic design video as per request from my last graphic design video. This viewer right here said, can you do a video on classes, tasks, like homework or whatever? I really want to be a graphic designer, but I want to know more about it. So of course I can. I have tons of work that I have laying around my house and it's just collecting dust because I've already been graded. Alright, so this project comes from my typography class. This was a really challenging class and it's just a project that I want to show because it shows how many renditions you run through within design, having to work with feedback and how your design changes throughout. So right here, like, what the hell is this? Horrible design, I hate it. This is the first one that I came up with. The project was that we had to take this piece of like architecture, so like this is Seattle Library. We had to make a postcard that was going to be mailed out for an event where this architect was going to come speak. So the architect that built the Seattle Library was going to come speak at a certain time and place. All this information had to be easily read, had to be up front, and then we also made a backside where it told a little bit about the designer and stuff like that, and then where you would put the address and things like that. So this is the first design that I started from. Alright, one thing about being a designer is you can't get attached to your work because sometimes it'll get ripped to shreds. You just rip the stuff to pieces, not literally rip, like it's all constructive and stuff, so don't worry about being just attacked. And then came up with another design right here. And so this design's a little bit better, but it has nothing, not showing any of the building and stuff, just kind of like the information. And so this one, they said it's like too shouty, like it's just like Seattle Architecture Series, Ram Kuhas. So yeah, this is a little bit too shouty. I try to break up the information just by using color in here. So like you read it all the way through, it's Seattle Architecture Series, but if you just read the black parts, it's Architect Ram Kuhas. So this is the next design. Revised a little bit, kind of broke it up right here. This part's not too shouty, filled in this blank space that would have been here with a picture of the architect, and then this part is just kind of like the same. So after that, completely shifted gears on what my design was going to be. Came at it from a more abstract avenue. Instead of incorporating the actual building into, you know, like a photograph of the building in the design, which I felt was really hard and really challenging. So I built an abstract version of the building just using the shapes of the building. So now I have this object right here, which is the center focus. So yeah, this is it. And then it again got revised into this final form. I believe this was my final form. Again, main focus is this building, and then Seattle Architect Series, which is a lot more subtle. Yeah, so there we go. We have that. I think that was the final design. So yeah, that was my typography project. Really hard. a lot of thinking and looking at type, more than I ever wanted to do. My next project I'm going to talk about is one that I took in my photography class, and this one was our final project. We had to pick an artist, a photographer, and we had to base our work kind of on their work. So it's kind of like we're taking inspiration from their work but creating our own original work. This is what I came up with right here. This is inspired by their work, and kind of in their work they always try to create a presence without a presence actually being there, but they wanted you to feel like there was activity going on, like life, like something was happening even though they were all inanimate objects. This is a little board floating on the water. Party blowers right here that like kind of just represent people gathering around this cake. This project was a lot of fun to do, and this was really messy. It was really hard to get that board in the water. Yeah, so here's another one right here. This one I made under my bed. My bed sits about like 3 feet off the ground, so that's why I was able to do all this under there. This is probably like my favorite one that came out of the project. So I'm shining light right here, bouncing it off here, and it's hitting disco ball. There's like repetition through that. There's repetition to the circle, the giant circle, the circle here, and the circle there. I'm dancing around, enjoying the party. Down there, if you can see it, there's one over here that's like passed out, like he partied too hard and now he's out cold. Here's a close-up image of that. These streams right here of light are because long exposure. So that's just like the shutters open for like 30 seconds. I allowed the light to turn. So it drew these lines. There's this mouse right here. It's just play on words, like a mouse with a mouse gonna get eaten by a mouse trap. And there's a piece of cheese, and it feels like it feels like there's presence, like it actually poked out. There's this one right here, which is another one. This is in front of my TV. I balanced the disco ball on the beer can, balanced the beer can on the top of it, and then 2 bottle caps on the side. Like there's nothing holding these together except for just them balancing on there. So it was really hard to get. Here's the final picture right here, which is just cake in the middle of the field, right here. That is that project. This project was design face cards. Face cards, so like this. I don't know if you can see that. Because the light. Each one had to have a theme. I can't really remember what the specific themes were, but I do know for sure this one was pattern. And yeah, there's like an abstract design. This right here is the final form that as a design student, a lot of stuff gets turned in on. So like all those cards I showed previously, all got turned in on a blackboard like this. And they usually have this cover on it right here just to protect the stuff underneath. Yeah, so here are my designs. We had to have 5 cards, so one really huge card, 4 smaller cards. King, the Cheshire Cat, Abstract Jack, and Ace right here, which I accidentally glued on upside down. It should be the other way. Here is, yeah, the Abstract Ace, which is the biggest one. Also, I did not use the right glue that you're supposed to use, so they recommend you use rubber cement, and I didn't use that. I used Elmer's glue because I didn't have any rubber cement at the time. So this made it a lot more difficult with gluing these down because Elmer's glue just gets absorbed by paper like water. It causes it to start curling up and getting all wrinkly and stuff. So you really get marked down if your stuff is wrinkly, bubbly, curled up. I should have rubber cemented all these down. I just bent that, but I already turned it in, so it doesn't matter. So my next project that I'm going to talk about was for my color theory class. Color theory was definitely a challenging class because it deals with a lot of stuff that I am not really good at and a lot of stuff that I don't really enjoy doing, which is like painting by hand, drawing, stuff like that. I do not enjoy doing it because I'm not good at it. That's the only reason, but I definitely respect people who are really good at it, and even more so after taking this class. So a lot of our class projects and assignments were done analog, like matching colors and stuff like that, and it took a very long time because we had to mix paints and stuff like that. This project, our final project, we were able to do digital if we wanted to, and I definitely chose to do it digital because I did not want to do anything analog. This is what I came up with right here. Oh, I guess I should tell a little bit about the assignment. So the assignment was we would choose a piece of design by an artist, and then we would take that color palette. We would have to use that color palette from that design in our design, and we had to just keep the same theme. So if I can find the design that I use, I will put it up here. If not, it was just a Frankenstein. It was like a Halloween theme and stuff like that, and it used these colors up in here. So this is what I came up with based off of that design. Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead. This right here is a skull, like the candy skulls that they make in celebration of this event. Here is just like pattern repeated behind there. It kind of messed up right here, whereas the pattern does not repeat through there, but I kind of just played it off like it was intentional, and I don't think anybody really noticed that it was a mistake. I'm actually really happy on how this came out. My teacher also recognized how I improved in the class from doing the stupid paintings to doing something digital, but that's just because I'm a lot more comfortable with digital art. Alright, so guys, be sure to smash that like button, be sure to subscribe for our release videos every week, and if you guys have any more questions on what it's like being a graphic designer as a graphic design student or a web design student, or a college student in general, be sure to leave those questions and comments down below, and we'll definitely answer them. Smash that like button, be sure to subscribe for our release videos every week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace! Aside from my soul,